हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय अनदर वीडियो ऑफ स्नोफ्लेक। आज के वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं डाटा शेयरिंग इन स्नोफ्लेक। डाटा शेयरिंग क्या होती है स्नोफ्लेक में, किस तरह की चीज़ में यूज़ की जाती है और इसको प्रैक्टिकली हम लोग कैसे कर सकते हैं। ये पर्टिकुलर वीडियो पार्ट 1 है, पार्ट 2 भी आने वाली है। इस वीडियो को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड किया गया है। तो दिस इज़ अ पार्ट 1। पार्ट 2 में हम लोग डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स रिगार्डिंग डाटा शेयरिंग इन स्नोफ्लेक के बारे में बात करेंगे। अगर दोस्तों आप मेरे चैनल में नए हैं तो प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें, ताकि उन लोगों तक वीडियो पहुंच पाए जो लोग डाटा इंजीनियरिंग पाथ में सीरियसली मूव करना चाहते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो आगे बढ़ने से पहले पहले ये समझते हैं कि व्हाट इज डाटा शेयरिंग इन स्नोफ्लेक। डाटा शेयरिंग इन स्नोफ्लेक कहने का मतलब कि मेरे पास कुछ डाटा है डाटाबेस में, एंड आई वांट टू शेयर इट टू अनदर स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट। अगर दो स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट है, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ टेस्टिंग स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट, देयर इज ए डेवलपमेंट स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट, and you want to share the data from the development snowflake account to testing snowflake account, or from a testing snowflake account to a development snowflake account, उस समय आप एक डाटाबेस में जो आपके पास है, फॉर एग्जांपल टेस्टिंग इन्वायरमेंट में है, तो उसको आप शेयर कर सकते हैं डेवलपमेंट इन्वायरमेंट के साथ विदाउट कॉपिंग द डाटा। कहने का मतलब कि सेम डाटा स्टोर की गई है, उस डाटा को दो अकाउंट एक्सेस कर रहा है, एक अकाउंट उसको ओन कर रहा है, सेकंड अकाउंट सिर्फ उसको व्यू कर सकता है, या सिर्फ उसको सेलेक्ट एक्सेस है उसके पास। तो सेकंड अकाउंट अकाउंट के पास सिर्फ सेलेक्ट एक्सेस है डाटाबेस के पास। तो वो पर्टिकुलर डाटा जो डाटाबेस में है उसका सेकंड कॉपी नहीं बन रहा है। मीन्स यू आर शेयरिंग द डाटा विदाउट कॉपिंग द डाटा। इससे क्या होता है कि स्टोरेज कॉस्ट नहीं होती है। नाउ देयर इज अ प्रोड्यूसर अकाउंट, देयर इज अ कंज्यूमर अकाउंट। जो डाटा शेयर कर रहा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेस्ट अकाउंट ऑफ द स्नोफ्लेक इज शेयरिंग द डाटा, तो टेस्ट इन्वायरमेंट जो हो जाएगी वो प्रोड्यूसर अकाउंट। द अकाउंट विच इज कंज्यूमिंग द डाटा, अगर डेवलपमेंट अकाउंट इज कंज्यूमिंग द डाटा, इट बिकम्स ए कंज्यूमर अकाउंट। सो द स्टोरेज कॉस्ट इज beared by the producer account. In our case it's a test environment. And if in the data like another computation is done, और कुछ कंप्यूटेशन किया जाता है इस शेयर डाटा के बेस के ऊपर जो डेवलपमेंट अकाउंट करने वाला है, तो जितने भी कंप्यूटेशनल कॉस्ट है वो कंजम्पशन अकाउंट, इन आवर केस डेवलपमेंट अकाउंट बियर करने वाली है, ना कि टेस्ट इन्वायरमेंट उसको बियर करने वाली है। तो एक डाटा है उसको ओन कर रहे हैं एक पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट, दूसरे अकाउंट के साथ शेयर किया गया है। शेयर में आप परमिशन दे सकते हैं। जो जब डाटा शेयर होता है, जो सेकंड कंजम्पशन अकाउंट होती है वो सिर्फ व्यू कर सकती है डाटा के ऊपर, लेकिन उस डाटा को यूज करके वो फर्दर कंप्यूटेशन कर सकती है। तो कंप्यूटेशन का एडिशनल कॉस्ट लगता है, स्टोरेज का कोई कॉस्ट नहीं लगता है, क्योंकि डाटा कॉपी नहीं हो रही है, डाटा जस्ट शेयर हो रही है। तो ये हुआ डाटा डाटा शेयरिंग का बेसिक्स स्नोफ्लेक में। अब ये दो डिफरेंट अकाउंट है, दो डिफरेंट रीजन में हो सकता है, दो डिफरेंट क्लाउड प्रोवाइडर में हो सकता है। एक चीज गौर करने वाली बात है कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट टू डिफरेंट स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट। वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट टू डिफरेंट स्कीमास और डाटाबेस। सो वी विल हैव टू डिफरेंट स्नोफ्लेक अकाउंट, विल सी इट practically how it works. Or in data sharing in the Snowflake, in this same category, we can share table, we can share database, we can share external tables, we can share schemas, we can share other stuff also in the data sharing. You'll see how it works. So first, this is my Snowflake account. So I have to create another free trial Snowflake account because my previous Snowflake account has expired. So, and I forgot to copy all the SQL or all the command which I have written for the previous account. So I'm just creating a database called MyDB, and there is a schema my schema, and you can see it here. We'll refresh it here. तो मेरे पास MyDB है, इसमें my schema है, and I have a table called my tables, and in my table, so there are two records in this, and then I have to create the share. So how we create the share? The first thing is we have to create a container. The container is known as the share. So in the primary account, this is my primary account which is producing the data, which is going to share the data. So I have written a command create or replace share my share. So my share container, the container of the share name is given my share. So this has been created. So I have already created. So again, I will just run this command. So it is created. So we have to grant some privilege to it. So for example, I'm trying to move this database, means I'm trying to share my DB database to the another Snowflake account. So in that case, I have to just grant users on database MyDB to share this. Then again, I have to run the command grant users on schema, because in that database there is a schema, and then there is a table in which I want to give the select statement. So these three grant statement has to be done from the producing account, from the primary account. Now you can see all the grant which has been given to my share container. You can see database, schema, and table access will be given to this share. Now I have to go to another account, another Snowflake account. For example, this is my testing Snowflake account and this is my development Snowflake account. So now we'll go to another account. So I have already created another Snowflake account. So consider this as a primary, as a test environment, and this as a development environment. So I'm going to share this testing data to the development environment. So for that I have created a reader account. So there's an account concept where you can create a reader account, and that it will be assumed as a second Snowflake account. So for that we have a command like create or manage account. You can give the admin name, and this is my account. The new account, Snowflake account, will be created with the name my account. You can give the admin name, username and password. And what type of account is this? This is a reader account. This is not a different unique account of a Snowflake, but this is a reader account which is primarily linked to your primary account. So I have created this user account. When you create this, you will get some information like what is the name of the account, my account, what is the name of the account ID, what is the URL. So you have to copy this URL, you have to paste it here, and then you will log in into it with the username password which you have set it here. So this is my reader account. So I have got the account number of this reader account from here. So I'll copy this, and then I have to alter my share to add the account. So I've written alter share, my share, add the account number. So you can add multiple account. For example, you have a multiple development environment and you want to share the test data into multiple development environment. So you can add multiple account number to the same share. So the same share container will be shared to the multiple Snowflake account. So I'll run this command as I have recreated my share. So this would have been lost. Okay. Now we'll come here to the another or we call it a development environment, the another Snowflake account, and here check what is the share, like what all things has been shared to this. I'll run the. So now we are into another account. We call it a development environment, as new another Snowflake account, which we have created with the reader account here. So with this command, we have connected it. So while doing the practical, if you're not able to connect or create a reader account, just please post the comment. I'll help you in creating that. So here I will check that what all things has been shared to this account. So I'll run so share and you will see that two inbound is there, and currently it's into my yes, Snowflake database, pointing to the Snowflake database. Now I will describe this share. So my share, and what is the share name? So my share is coming from where? My share is coming from the primary account. In our case, testing environment. So when you run so share, you will get this somewhere. You will get the name owner. So you copy this one from here, paste it here. So describe shares. This is account dot my share. When you run this, you will see the detail what all things has been shared, database schema and tables has been shared. My underscore table has been shared. Now you have to create a database out of my share in this particular Snowflake account, and then you'll be able to access all the data. So create or replace database data underscore share from share. This is my share name. Okay, this is my container name which contains the DB of the primary account, my schema of the primary account, and tables of the primary account. So I'll run this command. So now it has been created. When you refresh this, so my share has been created database. You see here, there's a share arrow here. So this sign, by this sign, you can understand that this is a share database. Okay. So when you click on this, my schema, you will see, you will get the table also. So when you run, select star from this table, you will get to see the data also. Now this data share is the shared data of my DB, right? So my DB has been shared to the another Snowflake account with the name data underscore share. Now data underscore share is not holding the data; it is already holding the metadata. Data is actually holded by this account where my DB is there. So no secondary cost has to be incurred for the storage purpose. But when you are going to use this data to do some computation, to create a report out of it, or to further join to another tables, any kind of computation, in that case, the computation or the computation engine cost has to be borne by this particular account. In our case, this is a development environment or the Snowflake account which is running it. I hope this is clear to you, like what is data sharing in Snowflake. And whenever you see this sign, you can come to know that what is this. You can go to the definition. Let's see what's there. So this is not clickable. And one thing more, data sharing in Snowflake can be done in any of the Snowflake account. I mean, it can be done from in a standard edition. It can be done from an enterprise edition. Any edition it can be done. And while sharing the secondary account, the account which is consuming the data will only be able to view the data. It cannot change the data, because obviously data is not residing into its control. It's in the primary control. फिर मिलेंगे सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द डाटा शेयरिंग के साथ. तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिए. टेक केयर एंड हैप्पी लर्निंग.